Hello my viewers and subscribers, I am here with a tutorial on this hat. Okay, I will be showing you how to crochet this hat. Have a look. So this is what the hat looks like. Okay, now I will be using this little guy as my model because I want to be able to make the hat in a timely manner. And I will be using this yarn. It's a burgundy yarn, chocolate brown yarn, medium brown yarn, beige yarn. I will be using this scissors to clip my yarn as I go, and I will be using this button to crochet and put it at the top of my hat like so. See, I crocheted over that button on top, and I will be using my 3.0 millimeter crochet needle. Bear with me while I set up my camera. Okay, so we're going to start with 50 chain stitch. Okay, okay, so we have 50 chain stitch. We're gonna go and join our yarn together, our chains are joined, and I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. I'm gonna go into our first single crochet where I joined the 2 chains at the end, and I'm gonna make a half double crochet. I am gonna skip 1, 2 and go into my third chain space. I'm gonna make a half double crochet. I'm gonna make 3 chains, go back into my same chain space. I'm gonna make another half double crochet. I'm gonna skip 1, 2, 3 chain space at the bottom, and I'm gonna make half double crochet. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3 chains. I'm gonna go back into my bottom. I'm gonna make a half double crochet. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 chain space, go into the bottom chain, and I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 chains, go back into the bottom chain with the previous half double crochet, make another half double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain space, half double crochet, and I'm going to continue like that. Okay, so we're going to join our last stitch. Okay, I'm going to put my needle in the third chain, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to pull my yarn through, and I'm going to fasten off, and I'm going to pull my yarn. Then I'm going to get my next color, which is my chocolate brown, and we're going to use the top stitch. As you can see, let me lay this out flat. So you have the bottoms here, bottom stitch here, right? But you want to use the top, the larger ones with the 3 chain stitch. So these are the ones you're using. Okay, not these at the bottom. These ones at the top is what you're using. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to make 3 chains to represent a half double crochet. And I'm going to go into my next stitch over here. I'm going to make a half double crochet, 3 chains, go back into the same 3 chain space, and I'm going to continue around like that. 1, 2, 3 chains, go back into the same space, half double crochet, okay, so we're going to continue around like that with our chocolate brown. Okay, so now we have something that looks like this, and we're gonna go in here and we're gonna make our half double crochet and then 1, 2, 3 chains, and we're gonna go over and join it here. Okay, now we can clip our yarn because we're gonna change our color now. See how easy this is? See? So this is what it's starting to look like. Now we're gonna get our medium. Oops, I just spilled all my buttons. Okay, so now we're gonna get our medium brown. And you don't have to start back at the same place. You can start anywhere you want. And what I like to do is I like to bring the end of my yarn up. So when I crochet, I lock it in and I don't have anything like hanging out really. So I'm just gonna keep going. Oops, I made a mistake. I'm not paying attention, am I? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna continue this way, okay, until we get to the end before we change our yarn. Okay, so this is what it's starting to look like. Okay, I'm gonna go into my next one, and then I'm almost at the end, so I'm gonna finish up this row, and I'm gonna go in here, and this is what I have. I'm gonna clip my yarn, and I'm gonna go with my beige yarn. Okay, so this is my beige yarn. I'm gonna start with this. And you always want to start at the top, okay, of the pattern or motif. And I'm gonna make 1, 2, 3 chains. I'm gonna go in here at the top, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 chains. I'm gonna go over on the other side. One, 2, 3 chains, half double crochet, 3 chains, half double crochet in the same space. So as you can see, it's a pattern, and you're going back and you're matching your stitch in here. Okay, now let's keep going. Okay, so what we have is something that looks like this. Okay, see, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, so we're gonna change our yarn again, and we're gonna get the scissors and we're gonna clip this. And now we're getting to the top of the hat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start again with my burgundy yarn. Okay, so now we're starting with burgundy or burgundy. Sorry, I'm just saying it the Jamaican way. Burgundy, the Canadian way now. Burgundy, the Jamaican way. Okay, I'm just trying to make you laugh, people. I'm silly at times, but I won't give up my day job, that's for sure. Okay, so we're gonna go into our next stitch, okay, on this side. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make one chain instead now, because now we're decreasing our stitches. So we're using our half double crochet instead of 3 chains at the top. Now we're using 1 chain, okay? And we're gonna go over one chain, and we're gonna keep going like that, because we're decreasing our stitches just to make sure that we start closing off the hat. Okay, so as you can see, there's a difference. See how wide this is and see how shallow this is getting. Okay, so we're starting to make the top part of the hat smaller. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip this, and I'm gonna get my dark brown, and I'm gonna go in here. Okay, so now we're gonna add our chocolate brown. Okay, let me go over so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, I think I'm just gonna close it off now, because I think that this will start fitting our little model. So I'm gonna skip this. See, as you can see along here, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna go into this one. I'm gonna skip this one, go into this one, because I'm closing it off now. Okay, and I'm gonna skip this, go into this one, and we're making a half double crochet, 1 chain, back in the same space, half double crochet. I'm gonna skip this one, go into that one, and we're gonna continue around like that. Okay, so this is what you have. You have something that looks like this, and we're gonna continue to close this off. Okay, so we're gonna change our yarn. We're gonna go with our medium brown. Let's clip this. Okay, then we're gonna get our medium brown, and we're just gonna continue around. Okay, then we're gonna go into this space. And we're not making any chains. Okay, we're just putting 2 half double crochet in these spaces. Okay, because we have to keep decreasing in order to close the top of the hat. Okay, now we're gonna go into the first chain and we're gonna pull this through. And now you can have a look. As you can see, our hat is closing off. Let me show you. So it is closing off. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in this space and I'm gonna make 3 chains. I'm gonna go in here, make a half double crochet, in here half double crochet, in here half double crochet, and I'm gonna keep going around like that. Okay, so it's pretty much closed off by the time I'm finished, and then I will be crocheting over my button. Okay, so we're gonna go into our first chain and we're gonna pull our yarn through. Okay, so what we have is something that looks like this. See, the top of the hat is closed off. So this is what the little hat looks like. See? Okay, now I'm gonna cut the yarn. And I'm gonna show you how to do the button. I'm gonna crochet the button on, then I'm gonna sew it, and you can see. So this is the button, and I think we're gonna use the burgundy yarn. And what I want to do is I'm gonna wrap the yarn around my finger twice because I like to give definition or depth to my button cover. I like to give it a little look. So I normally do this. Let me just keep going so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what we did was we crocheted single crochets in here, and I'm just gonna pull it, okay, to tighten it. So this is what it looks like. Let me pull it some more. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna close it off. I'm going in the first single crochet, and then I'm just gonna make 1 chain, and I'm gonna keep going around into the next single crochet spaces. Okay, so you're just gonna keep crocheting around until you have something that looks like this. So what I'm gonna do is Let me just turn it on the side. So this is what it looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna take my button and I'm gonna push it inside. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just close it off. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my next single crochet and I'm gonna pull it through. I'm just gonna skip some single crochet just so I could close it off. Okay, so now my button is ready. I'm just gonna clip it and I'm gonna pull this through. And my button is ready. It's ready to be sewn on. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my hat. Let me just pull the yarn hanging out through and I'm gonna clip it. Okay, so we're gonna sew our button in the top of our hat. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over like this. And it doesn't really matter which color you use because what you're sewing will not show on the other side. So I'm just gonna make some knots so when I'm pulling my needle, my yarn through, it doesn't come back through. It just stays there and don't move. So I'm just gonna go like this. I want to make sure my yarn is in, my button is in place. Okay, and we're good to go. We can clip our yarn, and what we have is our button on our hat. And I will be trying on the hat on our model. And there we have him. He's wearing his hat. See? So that's the small version of the hat. That's what it looks like. And it fits him just right. Isn't he handsome? Turn around so they could see you. Oh, look at that little face. He's so cute. See, that's what the hat looks like. And this is the bigger version. See? So there is the hat. This is what it looks like on a smaller person, and this is what it looks like on a bigger person. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, many blessings to you. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share me on all your social media platforms. And please, if you haven't watched my videos, please go now and watch my videos. Many blessings to you. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.